Thank you. How Mitake, my relatives. I represent the energy policy and renewable energy development interests of some 15 tribes in the Northern Plains. I'm a member of the Lower Brule Sioux tribe. We stand opposed to this extraction of tar sands oil on our treaty lands, both in Canada and in the U.S. And it's our position that these environmental damages to the water, the earth, the plant and animal nations, and the human health costs are just not worth the profits that are going to be made by a foreign company, suppose of us in the United States. You know, while the rest of the world is meeting right now to figure out ways to lessen their impact and their carbon footprint, the U.S. and Canada seem to be going backwards. If this tar sands oil land is fully developed, the climate change impacts are irreversible. It will literally push us over the carbon cliff. You know, more tar sands oil is not needed to supply oil here in the United States. It's intended to go to refineries in the Gulf and export to other countries. It's admitted that this will drive up the cost of oil here in the U.S., by TransCanada themselves. And, this will drive up the cost of food, transportation, and every sector of our economy. And it'll even mean loss of more jobs in an already depressed economy here. So the temporary permanent jobs that are estimated by TransCanada here in construction and operations are extremely inflated. And this analysis is based on a study by the Global Labor Institute by Cornell University. So how can the contamination of the earth, water, death of the plant and animal nations, and the ruining of human health for profit by a foreign company be in the national interest? But there are alternatives to fossil fuel burning for energy, such as biofuels. There can be electric vehicles that are powered by the wind and the sun. Tribes can be participants in this economy by developing fueling stations, recharging stations, from here all the way up to Canada and all the way to Texas. We can also create more jobs by building zero-energy houses and using natural building materials such as earth and straw, because climate change is already depleting the amount of lumber that's available due to the beetles that are eating away at the forests across the country all the way up to Alaska. So we have to look to other materials. But there's more jobs based on green energy, renewable energy, and housing construction than there are in fossil fuels. We also need to develop the transmission grid infrastructure. It needs to be upgraded so that it can then be used to collect renewable energy all across this country to take it to the load centers where the populations are growing. And this is healthy and true sustainable development. So the tribal nations in Canada and the United States are discussing ways of working together in renewable energy and energy efficiency, the housing and commercial sectors, and sustainable development plan that supports real homeland security for all people and protection of Grandmother Earth. So national policies that support renewable energy should be the first priority for development and investment for our children's future and the future of all life on this planet that we know as Grandmother Earth. Thank you.
Woohoo.